outside we go. I turned my phone sideways now. This should be better for the YouTube. Well, don't mind me using the old arm stabilizer here. So we've got straw, seed. I want to also do, oh yeah, I need one more thing. That one's over here though, so not too far away. Anyway, I want to put some herbs with it. Try to see if I can have something with a kind of natural bug repellent. See if that'll work. But who knows? There it is, stuff that I needed. So I gotta have it go over there. Wow, how'd that get over here? That's awesome. Well, here we go. I'm gonna see if we got everything now. I got some topsoil right there. Nice. Some carbon. Gonna sequester that. So let's take like a minute to appreciate this here. Like, I guess the goal for this is essentially to replicate nature as close as possible. And what my thought process is on this, at least, is mushrooms would probably grow in a little bit more of like a damp, marshy environment. My parents live right next to a swamp, and I should say marshland. And with that, we also have just water runoff from the house. So that just gets channeled through the woods here, and this is why it's so lush through this part of the woods. We're right at the end of it here. We have a little bit of a clearing, and that's kind of where I would like to have these mushrooms grow. So if I could put something here that's going to replicate that as close as possible, then hopefully this will be it. People always talk about putting them like in their garden and stuff, and I mean, I think that's a great idea, but mine's not really established yet, and it doesn't really have any kind of like canopy or shade, so I just have to be constantly watering these things, and it probably wouldn't even grow until it's fully established. So I think my idea is at least just to put some insect repellent plants here, use that to kind of like make this spot a little more tolerable just for the folks and I, and then also have something that's going to constantly grow. Now that I got that all busted up, I'm going to spread a little bit of this over the top of this little bed here, and we'll see what goes on. All right, so I've got those in there. You can kind of see them. I think typically you want them a little bit more clustered, which is kind of the idea, so they take over and colonize a lot easier. However, what my plan is to spread them a little bit so they have to work a little bit harder, and then it's going to kind of replicate nature. Because there ain't no way, because I don't think there's any way nature, granted there's a lot of spores, but realistically once these take off, that'll be the same basic principle as long as I keep putting down a little bit more bedding and food for them. So that's what my goal is, at least. The next step then would be to do a little bit of watering on it. And I'm just going to repeat this process of essentially putting down straw, putting a little bit of inoculation down, watering it, and then going back for the final 2 layers. I think what I'm going to do is put down a compost / topsoil. So just so that way when I plant the seeds for my thyme, then it'll be a little bit more robust for that. But yeah, I'll try to see if I can capture a time lapse of that. Otherwise, you're going to get the old again. So I got those layered up there pretty well. Horseflies out here crazy. All right, so I got this layered up here pretty well. Looks like I've got the lasagna method. That. So straw, mushroom, water, and repeated that a few times. I gave it a little bit bigger chunks in between hand, but also I'm planning on using a little bit of this straw for my garden, and then also throwing a little bit of the inoculation in there, seeing if that kind of backs as a difference. Well, now what I'm gonna do is put a little bit more topsoil on top of this here, a little bit more straw, or sorry. Now what I'm gonna do is put a little topsoil down, put my seeds into that for my thyme, then put down my straw, then put down my mushroom inoculation and water that. I'm gonna check to see a couple things on this. One, to see if the thyme seeds will push through. Two, if the mushroom inoculation will be eaten up by birds. I might also put that down in the soil before I put yeah, I'm actually gonna do that one. So game plan here is topsoil, seeds, mushroom inoculation, straw, water, and then I'll show you that video. I think I'm gonna do another little time lapse of that as well. So here we go. Well, it takes a lot longer to make a video for YouTube, your first time ever doing it, than I guess I expected. I guess I don't know what I expected, but like my aunt said, you gotta start somewhere. Well, I greatly appreciate you taking the time to watch the video with me. I will keep updated, and if you want to stay updated as well, please like and subscribe my channel. This is the first one I've ever made. If you like spending the time with me, then make sure to stay tuned and see what we can grow together. I'm Jesse. This is Old Way Acre, and we'll see you next time.